up to?
I have lost all of my creativity, Kim.
What? No. I mean, what do you mean? How do you lose your creativity?
Kim, I've been sitting here and all I can come up with, I'm trying to think of a new opening for our show, and the only thing I can think of is cupcake in the face. That's all I can think of.
Yeah, we kind of do that all the time. I mean,
All
we
the
should come
time.
up with something different. But you know what? If we put our minds together,
Yeah.
if we really think together, I think we could come up with a really good idea.
Okay. All right. Here we go. We can be creative. Okay.
Okay.
Creative. Okay. All right.
I got it.
What?
Okay. Let's go to the top of a really high mountain.
Okay.
Lots of snow.
Okay.
We'll jump on snowmobiles.
Okay.
And we'll fly down the mountain. And when we get to the bottom of the mountain,
Yeah.
we'll jump on a plane.
Okay.
And then we're gonna fly across the ocean and
I know.
Okay.
At the ocean, we can go swim with the sharks. Yes.
Oh, yeah. That sounds scary.
Yeah, and then maybe we can go like do some whale watching and talk.
Oh, I would love to
That'd
do
be so much
that.
fun. Okay,
and then we
what?
could end up with fireworks.
Oh,
we gotta end up with fireworks.
Oh, I know. We can take an airplane, one of those like private jets airplane.
yeah, where they give you
and we
lots of
can
good
fly
food.
across to Tokyo Disney and have the fireworks show
Oh
there.
my gosh!
And the fireworks will say Central Kids TV.
Oh, that sounds amazing!
Let's do that. We got it.
Okay.
Let's do that. Okay.
What are you looking at?
Our budget, Kim?
We have a budget?
Yeah.
A real budget?
Yeah. We're only allowed to spend
wow.
this much
That's budget?
money.
That's like
I don't think that would.
that's like a cupcake.
So
We can't do that.
I think
Seriously? We're gonna do this?
I think it's back to the this is all we got, Kim.
Okay.
All right. Here we
Cake in
go.
the face?
Cake in the face. Here we go. Hey everyone, I'm Cassandra.
And I'm Kim, and welcome to
Central Kids TV. Today we are in our series Canvas Made to Create.
Creativity is using your imagination to create something new. I don't know how to be creative.
Kim, what's wrong? You're a very creative person.
No, I'm not. I have all this yarn and my creativity's gone. It's gone. I don't know what to do.
Kim, what are you talking about?
Well, look, I have all this amazing,
Right?
beautiful yarn, and I don't have any creativity. I don't know what to do with it.
You could knit a scarf.
That's not very creative, Cassandra.
Oh, okay. What about you crochet a blanket or socks? Or I know. Sweater. Yes.
Socks.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to create something with my yarn that everybody else does.
Oh.
Ugh. I just want to create something different, something really special, something huge, spectacular.
Oh,
with my
okay.
yarn.
Okay, well, while you think of that, let's go on to the story before the story.
The story before the story.
Today, we're in Book 1 of the Old Testament, Genesis. God created this amazing world, but people turned away and broke their relationship with God.
But God had a creative plan. God promised to restore people to relationship through Abraham and Sarah's family. One of Abraham's great-great-grandsons was Joseph.
God had given Joseph a gift for understanding dreams, but this gift got him into trouble with his brothers. Long story short, they sold him to be enslaved in Egypt. Even worse, Joseph was lied about and thrown into Pharaoh's prison.
But God had also given Joseph the gift of wisdom and the ability to lead others. So, even though he was in prison, Joseph was placed in charge of all the other prisoners.
Which is where our story starts.
Take it away!
Joseph was in jail?
Yeah, he must have felt like he had a world of problems, but he was about to face a challenge bigger than being in prison.
Bigger than prison?
Oh, yeah. This challenge was bigger than the whole country of Egypt.
But God had been preparing Joseph for many years.
Oh, yep. One day, Joseph saw that 2 of the other prisoners were like really upset.
I remember this. Didn't they both have strange, weird dreams and they had no idea what the dreams meant?
Yeah, that is exactly what happened. And Joseph had this really, really cool gift from God. He could understand what a dream meant. So Joseph told the 2 men what the dreams meant, and everything Joseph said actually happened, just as he said it would.
I had a dream about the yarn,
Okay.
and now I know what I'm gonna do.
Okay, all right, go for it, Kim. You can, whatever your dream was, go ahead and do that. That'll be great. Okay, all right, but back to Joseph and the Bible. One of the men, the Pharaoh's drink taster.
Drink taster?
Yeah.
Like, is that a guy that tastes the Pharaoh's drinks?
Yeah, that's exactly what he does. He was released from prison just 3 days later. Before he left, he promised to tell Pharaoh about Joseph and how he could interpret dreams. But the drink taster, well, he completely forgot about Joseph.
He just forgot and left him in prison?
Yep, years went by.
Years? Like lots of years?
Yeah, like lots and lots of years. And Joseph continued to serve faithfully while he was in prison. One day, Pharaoh himself had 2 dreams that he could not figure out. Pharaoh had asked all the musicians and the wise men of Egypt to help him, but none of them could offer any explanation.
What about that guy? Remember the drink taster?
Yeah. The drink taster finally remembers Joseph in prison. So he tells Pharaoh all about Joseph and how Joseph had been able to tell him exactly what his dream meant. And everything Joseph had said had come true.
All of it came true? Every little bit?
Yeah,
What did
so-
Pharaoh do?
So he immediately had the guards bring Joseph to him at once. The Pharaoh asked Joseph if he could interpret dreams. And Joseph said, well, no, I can't do it. God is the one who knows what dreams mean.
Oh, so Joseph doesn't just know what dreams mean. God literally helps him?
Right. Well, that was good enough for Pharaoh. So he told him about his first dream.
I want to hear the dream.
Okay.
Is it a good one?
It's a good one.
Is it
Pharaoh
scary?
said, it's not scary. Pharaoh said he was standing at the edge of the Nile River. 7 healthy cows came out of the water and started to eat. Then 7 bony, unhealthy cows came out of the water and ate the healthy cows, but they stayed just as bony as they were before.
I think that sounds really creepy and a little on the weird
I
side.
know. Anyways, then Joseph explained about the second dream in which really the same thing happened, but with heads of grain.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Okay. And what about that? What did Joseph say about that?
So God said that God had given Joseph a gift, and he had been practicing for all of those years, so he was ready for this. He said that both dreams were the same. They were showing him the future. The 7 healthy cows and the heads of grain represented 7 years where they would have plenty and plenty of food to harvest, more than they would need. And the 7 skinny cows and the dried up heads of corn, well, they represented 7 years of famine and hunger.
Famine? Like there was no food growing?
Right.
Like none whatsoever?
Nothing was growing. And God also gave Joseph a creative idea. He told Pharaoh that he should find a man who is wise, understanding, trustworthy, and put him in charge of all the food in Egypt. During the 7 years of plenty, he should gather up and store up all the food. Good job, Kim. All right. But then during the years where they had nothing was growing, then they'd have plenty of food to share.
Wow, that was a really great, very creative idea.
Pharaoh looked at Joseph in amazement, and he wanted Joseph to be the person to organize all of this. He saw that God had given Joseph such a gift of understanding dreams. He believed God would be with Joseph in this big new job. So he made Joseph the second in command of all of Egypt. Pretty cool, huh?
That's incredible. First he was a slave and in prison, and then the next moment he's second in command?
Yes, of all of Egypt. During the next 7 years, Joseph traveled all over, making sure the grain was stored up. There was so much grain they couldn't even count. Then the famine came, and it was really, really bad, you guys. Nothing grew. No one could find enough to eat in all of Egypt or the surrounding lands. People came from everywhere to beg Pharaoh for food. And Pharaoh sent everyone to Joseph, who provided what each family needed to live. Even Joseph's own family came from Canaan in search of food. And in the end, the creativity God gave Joseph helped save Joseph's family from starvation too. The end.
That Bible story was amazing. Joseph used such creativity that God gave him, and he used it to solve a nation's problem.
God gave us all sorts of different talents and gifts for a reason.
And it would be a shame if we didn't use them.
Right. When we encounter problems to solve in our daily lives, some are really small and some are really, really big.
Like, I had no idea what to do with all my yarn, but God gave me this great, amazing, wonderful idea.
Okay, and remember that even if you don't feel like you're a creative problem solver, that's okay. God has been in the business of problem solving. We're each made in God's image, so we can reflect that problem solving creativity. But it does take a little practice, Kim. Yeah.
What if I don't know what my gifts are? Like, what I'm good at?
Well, try to think of things you do that seem to make others happy. Maybe writing a story or planning a party.
Or organizing things, or making snacks for your friends. I love to do that. Or making a laser obstacle course.
But, right, what? What? Is that what this is?
Yes! The yarn is lasers. And we can see who can get through without being zapped by the laser. You know, like in the movies.
So here's the big idea. You can use what God gave you to solve problems just like Joseph did.
Just like I use my imagination and creativity on what to do with all my yarn.
So how do we even get out of these seats, Kim?
Well, you just have to, climb under and around all the lasers.
Oh, okay. Thanks for being with us, everyone. We'll see you next time on Central Kids TV.
Bye, everyone.
Kim, I don't think I can get out of my chair. Yes, scissors. Do you have scissors? Yeah, scissors.
Cassandra, no, you don't use scissors on lasers.
Kim. It's yarn, Kim. Oh, goodness. All right.